I think you never think that anything is going to be severely wrong with your child. I mean, unless there's something, because looking at him, even though he was, you know, a little behind on some of those gross motor skills, like, he was a normal little 3-year-old boy. Like, you would never look at him and think, oh, there's something wrong. We had several friends who had little boys that were within a few months of age of Beckham. And I just noticed, you know, he didn't walk until he was 16 months, and even then he was tripping a lot, and, you know, you'd see these other little boys running around and, you know, jumping and things that Beckham couldn't do or was having a much harder time with.
We actually initially, when he was probably about 2.5, during one of his checkups, had them, you know, I talked to the resident that was there at the clinic and, you know, expressed some of our concerns about the gross motor skills. And so they did a simple lead level test, and that came out to be normal. You know, we continued to express our concerns and maybe asked about just getting him in for some lab work that would rule out muscular pathology. I remember talking on the phone, and Amberly had come in, and, you know, I kind of just waved her off, but she could obviously tell that something was wrong. As here she came back, and when she had returned, you know, I was on the ground, you know, continuing to talk and ask questions, but you know, at that point she had kind of, you know, I had finished the conversation, and, you know, had to briefly describe kind of what was going on, and you know, explain to her what the results were. And, you know, the boys were both just kind of running around playing and smiling, and, you know, we were both emotional, and, you know, the boys were just having a good time. You know, I can clearly remember that day and the next few days. I will never forget, you know, the feelings of just absolute shock and you know, denial and everything that comes along with such a traumatic bit of information. When, again, you want and you believe that your kids are perfect, and you want the best for them, and you want everything to be easy, and you just want the best for them. And so it was very, very difficult. It was by far the most difficult and stressful and
Most
emotional period in my life by, you know, 100-fold. It was uncomparable to anything. It was pretty awful. For the next 3 days, you know, it was just absolute utter shock. I went to work the next day at a hospital doing clinical rotations, and the students that I was working with, you know, within a couple of hours, you know, they just said, hey, you know, I can tell something's wrong. You know, I wasn't able to hide, you know, my emotions as well as I had with everything else in the past. That's what really was what helped me, was just a little bit of time to cope, as well as you know, just being able to spend time and be with Beckham was really what helped me, because of his, you know, his contagious smile.
Especially at the beginning, you know, I stay at home with our 2 boys, and so I'm with them all the time and see, you know, the day-to-day, and it would just hit me out of nowhere sometimes, and I would just have to leave the room because I couldn't stop crying, thinking about just how much I love him, and I would do anything for him. And just how much I hoped that he could still do anything that he wanted to and accomplish anything that he wants to, and, you know, have all of those experiences that other kids have, and, you know, never feel like he was missing out on anything, you know. And I think too, you know, especially where Beckham is our oldest, you have this child that, this baby, you look at and you're like, oh, they're perfect, and you immediately have all of these hopes and dreams for their future, like, oh, I can't wait to go, you know, watch him play sports or do all these things that, I mean, you know, maybe sports aren't in Beckham's future, obviously, but there's still so much that he will be able to accomplish and can.
You know, certainly took, you know, a little bit of time just to kind of come to terms with it, and you know, just kind of turn your priorities over to what really matters, and you know, just kind of realizing that, you know, that we can still carry on. You know, the easiest thing was just to be able to see how happy Beckham always was, always is, his smile that can kind of brighten your day and brighten your week.
Good job. What else do you have? What else can you do? You say hi? Say cheese. What are you doing? Are you swinging? Cheesing? Can you swing now? Show me how you swing.